Hello, A Day with Caleb. We are back. This time we are continuing the series Celebs Ive Met, this being the 10th part. I know that's hard to believe. How many celebs have I met? It's a number I probably can't even think of. Hundreds of celebrities. So this being the 10th part, and we pick up in 2021 at Fanboy Expo. Now this Fanboy came off, 2020. There were a lot of cancellations from 20. They were going to have a bunch of people, including John Cusack, who I'm a huge fan of, Frankie Muniz from a bunch of stuff, Malcolm in the Middle, then the Disney royalty, Parent Trap. Why am I blanking on her name? The original Parent Trap. Haley Mills. Haley? Is it Haley? Yeah, Haley Mills. In my mind, I had Haley Atwell, but she is Agent Carter. Anyway, so they didn't get those people back, but we got to meet Matt Hardy, who, if you remember, a couple parts back, I met Matt's brother, Jeff Hardy, at Fanboy. It was either 17 or 18. So I had a picture with both of them. Jeff signed it. Now I got Matt to sign it, so that picture is complete. Both of them signed it. Then we met one I was kind of on the fence about, but we went to McKay's. I found this sick Monsters Inc. 3D Blu-ray DVD combo. So Mary Gibbs, the voice of Boo, was there signing, meeting fans, and the new Disney Plus show that at this point I think had recently just been out, Monsters at Work, which is a spin-off of Monsters Inc. One of the main people in there, is it Marty Gibbs? Something Gibbs, was named after her father who had passed away. He was like a assistant on the like a production assistant or something. That's how she got to voice Boo. Then Ed Furlong, my list just almost flew away. Okay. Ed Furlong, T2, Terminator 2. He was there. One of my favorite movies of all time, T2. Then we pick up with the original Annie. I need to make room for pictures over here. Then some Cobra Kai people with Dimitri, Gianni is his real name, Moon, Hannah Keppel, then the mom who is Carmen, Vanessa, then Summer Glue. Josh had met Summer Glue before, but he wanted an autograph, so got a picture with her. Then Fandemic 2022, so a couple months ago, well, more than that, but this replaced the Walker Stalker, which had been on hiatus for a couple of years due to wrong management, like money issues and stuff. So we met the governor, Davey Morassi, who I guess is in Doctor Who too. I don't really watch Doctor Who, but he was cool to meet. Then Michael James Shaw, who's in the newest season, he plays the character Mercer. Then the highlight of this convention was, of course, Kaylee Fleming, who is Judith, the older Judith. There were like 4 baby Judiths, but the older Judith, who is great in this show, kind of brought me back to Walking Dead because I had, after Glenn, spoiler alert, is not there anymore, the show kind of nosedives, then Rick leaves. So Judith kind of brought me back. Okaya, I hope I'm saying that right, who plays Elijah in the show. Ezekiel, who of course is Tyrese, who signed my shirt for free, which we mentioned in that video. Go back and watch my Fandemic tour video. Then Carrie Ells, who's of course in The Princess Bride. Most people know him for that. He's also in the Saw franchise, so that's cool. Elena, who is Tara in Walking Dead. Dan Fogler, who plays Luke. He signed some comics for me, as well as my Walking Dead plaque. Then Cooper Andrews, I had been wanting for a long time. The year previous, Dragon Con, he was there. He did a couple panels. He did Shazam with the cast, and then he did a Walking Dead panel, and he was actually hanging out with one of the people we had met that day. Is it Nadia? I hope I'm remembering that right. Fantastic. She was great. Probably my favorite of Dragon Con, maybe besides Zach Levi. So I've been wanting to meet him over a year now, and he said he would be at this, so I said, okay, I'm going to get you to sign a few things. So we got him to sign the plaque, and Shazam, who the other cast had signed. Joey Fatone, who I've seen in a bunch of times, but this time he kind of talked. He was in the line beside Princess, who we'll talk about in a minute, so he kind of back and forth. Emily Schwallow, who is in The Mandalorian. Then Paula, who is Princess, the only one on my plaque to sign a different color besides black. She signed pink because I felt it was fitting, since her character is so unique, for her to sign pink. Then we end that convention with Cassidy, who was very friendly, very bubbly personality, who plays Lydia on the show. She, along with Kaylee, probably my favorite 2 people of that convention. Then MegaCon 2022, this was a couple months ago. Mary Mouser was there, who plays Sam LaRusso, LaRusso's kid. Then Tanner, who plays Robbie King, who is William Zabka's son, Johnny Lawrence's son. And William Zabka was there, so I put him on the list, but I've yet to get him to sign my Cobra Kai, because his line, the line was way longer, or he was either at a panel, photo ops, doing something else, so he wasn't there. But somehow I timed it right to get Ralph Macchio, who is Daniel LaRusso, obviously, Karate Kid. Then Martin Cove, who kind of did his own thing on the DVD. He kind of rode around like all over the place. John Kreese. Then the big hitters. First, Jason Mewes, who we were there 2 days. So the first day, the end of that day, we met him. He had gone to Disney and Universal, so we talked about that. I think he went to Universal too. Got a photo with him. Then the next morning, we met Kevin Smith. There was a wreck in front of him, so he was a little late. So we talked to the two Clerks people who have a prominent role in the third Clerks movie. But Jason and them were kind of talking to the line. We moved into like this holding area, met Kevin, talked about Stan Lee because I had met Stan Lee, so we had that moment. He wrote "I love you" on my DVD thing. Comment down below if you've met Kevin Smith, if he's wrote "I love you." We had that Stan Lee connection, so maybe he was in the fields. So, and I'm a pretty cool guy, so who could not love this? It was just interesting because Josh is the bigger Kevin Smith fan, and yet he didn't write "I love you." We talked about Jason Mewes. Chris Sarandon, hope I'm saying that well, I don't care, because he was a total diva, played Jack Skellington, the voice, not the singing voice, played the voice of Jack Skellington in A Nightmare Before Christmas. He and I'm taking my glasses off because he was a nightmare almost. Maybe not as much as Dave Duchovny or James O'Barr, who was the creator of The Crow. Those two were pretty obnoxious. James O'Barr didn't even look at me. So I guess he's not as bad, but he kind of is, because there were three people in his line could knocked it out in like 10 minutes, but he stops the line with 3 people left. He's going to take a break, says it's going to be 15, ends up being like 45 minutes that I have to sit there and wait. And then he made you like all these requirements just to meet him that I won't even go into because I'm not sure about YouTube's policies on that, but you get my gesture here. So that was not fun. But I'd already met Kim Page, who was Oogie Boogie, at the 6th Steelbook. He did the green, so I'm like, it wouldn't be complete without Jack Skellington. So I kind of suffered through that. Definitely not the worst James O'Barr, but certainly that could have been handled better. He might could have finished up the line before taking the break. Anyway, we end on the best positive you could end on. One of a person I've been wanting to meet probably almost my whole life, since 2002. So 20 years, ever since I saw the original Mummy. Yes, we finally met Brendan Fraser, who canceled 2021 MegaCon due to filming and some other things. So we'll put all the pictures I have there, and the photo op was fantastic. Did the point thing, he did it back. he kind of waved as we were coming, which kind of settled my nerves a bit. Then autograph was great. And the logistics, go back to my movie where I talk about that. We ran from the panel to the photo op to the autograph. It was like a coordinated mess of confusion. So Brendan Fraser, and I did not. Next time we'll cut, because we got 31 people. So next time we'll have to do it before it gets that long. But that was Celebs Ive Met Part 10. Not sure when Part 11 will come out. I was going to go to this year's Fanboy and meet, man, why am I blanking? Mouth. He plays Mouth. He's also the voice in Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Man, why am I blanking? Corey Feldman. Yeah. Wow. But we did not go. Also, Thomas Jane from The Punisher would have been there, but, you know, like 2 people, is it worth going? Not really. Even though I could have got him to sign 2 things. But anyway, hopefully Part 11 is not as long of a gap between 9 and 10, because that was a long gap. Anyway, like, subscribe, share with a movie celeb lover. Comment down below if you've met a celebrity. Until next time, keep collecting and keep getting those autographs.